These gaming setups will inspire you to improve yours. So sit back, take some notes, and let's get started. So this is Jesper's setup. We've seen Jesper before, but he's made some additions that he's wanted to show us. So he's 15 years old and he's from Norway. He bought his setup using his birthday money, which is dope, and from selling crabs. Interesting. It's taken him 3 years to get to the setup where he wants it now, and he plays on a PS4, and a couch is what he used to play on, and it looks like he's upgraded a lot. He started building his setup in December 2019 and decided to redo the whole setup in June 2021, and I think he's redone it again since then. He's inspired by me and TechSource, which is awesome, and Fallen Foe's old white setup, which is dope as well. He has a Logitech G Pro Superlight and then a GK61 XS, which I think a new keycap set is needed. He mainly built the setup by himself. He had some help assembling the desk, which is kind of needed for any setup, to be honest. I built the setup for content, entertainment, and gaming. I know Jesper does do content. Looking at the setup though, Jesper, like just like the whole room, the vibe, everything, like it just looks really insane. I love the blue and white vibe that you've got going on here. And you've been building this so much better every time I see it. You know, you've done a really good job with the personality. So chat, what do we rate this out of 10? What are we thinking out of 10 here? 11 out of 10, 9 out of 10, decent 9. Like I said, this setup, not just like the setup itself, but the whole room is nice. Like I love like this like fake window. I think that's so cool. I'd rate this 9 out of 10. It's like perfect though. Like I'd even rate it probably 9.9. Like the only reason I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 is because I want you to submit more because I want to see you keep inventing. So let's move on to the next setup here. This is Ben. Okay. Sheesh. He's 12 years old and he's from Wales. He mainly makes videos and plays Valorant. Okay, cool. That's a W. Lo and GutzyAiden inspired my setup. Hey, thank you, brother. Much love. He has a Logitech Superlight, and then he also has a 70% keyboard here. His old setup was an Xbox and a terrible desk with a TV. He built the setup using his pocket money. Shit. Okay. Bro's been saving up. He built the setup to have the space that brings him joy. Lit. That's awesome, man. I feel like that's like the best part about building a setup. Okay, so looking at the setup, I mean, it's honestly pretty clean. I'd say I wish I would have seen more pictures of the room. On top of that, you know, your PC is really fine. I think it's really well spec'd, so that's always good. I would have liked to see more of the room here just to see more of it, but I really do love the purple and white aesthetic you've got going on. I think it really adds like a really nice vibe to the setup. Overall, I'd probably rate this a 8 out of 10. I really love just like the aesthetic, the, you know, everything you got going on. I really like it. This is Gage. Okay, so Gage's setup's looking awesome off the rip. He's 13 years old and he's from Texas. He does e-commerce, baking, and making content. My main games are Fortnite and Overwatch. Okay. His old setup had a single monitor and an Xbox, so he's kind of upgraded a lot since then. He started building a setup in 2020 after watching the video. Thank you, brother. He has a Ducky 1-2 Mini and an Jazz mouse. I hope I said that right. He has a Fifine K688 mic and a Rode boom arm. It looks like it's a Fifine boom arm. Damn, it looks like the Rode PSA1, like the Rode boom arm. He uses it for making content. Cool. His setup took about 3 years to build, so he was 10 when he started building it. Interesting. And it was inspired by me and TechSource, which is awesome. I'm glad to see that. He built most of his setup by himself. Love to see the innovation there. And then his dad helped him build the desk, which is cool. He plans on upgrading his PC case and mouse. Okay. And then, yeah, I mean, I love this setup. I think for 13 years old, this is a beautiful setup. I love how you did the panels behind here. I love the PC case, the monitor, all of that. I think you did a great job. I love also that you didn't put the tabletop all the way over to put your PC on there. I think it was very smart that you spaced it to where your PC would fit on the Alex drawer, but then also your desk would fit on there. I think that's very, very good. And then, yeah, I really like how you put the plants on both sides, speakers up there. Like I've never seen anybody do the speakers like that, which is good because it's kind of like off your setup, you know? So his goals are, I like how it has like a whiteboard with his goals on it. 10K on YouTube. Nice. I'd probably rate this like an 8 out of 10 in my opinion. So this is Ethan's setup. Okay, we're getting somewhere here. He is 16 years old out of California. Awesome. He details exotic cars and resells shoes. Is that what he said? Yeah, okay. I use my setup for school, photography, and gaming. Awesome. My old setup has 2 monitors and a TV. Okay. So now he's kind of like went to 3 monitors and stuff like that. He's inspired by Gutsy and wanted to change my room. Hey, I appreciate that, brother. He built the setup in September 2022 and he's been upgrading since, it looks like. He has a Razer keyboard and a Viper wireless mouse. He wants to get a smaller keyboard keyboard so it isn't as cluttered. I agree. You should. And he built and paid for the setup himself. This one's awesome. Yo. He's been working at a detail shop, and that's kind of how he afforded his setup. And it's taken him about 3 years to get the perfect layout of everything he wants. Okay, let's take a look at this. Wow, dude. Just like, I love this setup. Like, from the everything on here, like the way that the monitors are lined up and everything. You should fix this panel. I also like how he built like a sneaker rack behind his setup. I think this wall just adds like such a unique vibe to the setup, and I just love that he added like, you know, all these shoes that he liked, because he likes sneakers and stuff like that. It's part of his like vibe to his setup. So I really do love that. I love the mirror too. I think the mirror adds a lot more depth to the setup, you know. I rate this an 8 out of 10, 8.5 or 9 out of 10. I really love the cable management. The cable management is what really gets me. You took the time to do your cables. You took the time to cable manage. You took the time to make the setup look actually nice. Everything else is really solid. But yeah, like I said, very great. I think you did a great job. Thank you for submitting. All right, this is Elias. Ooh, okay. He's 15 years old, out of Germany. Okay. I use this setup for school and Valorant, Fortnite as well. He bought his setup using birthday money and reselling. I'm assuming reselling shoes or something. His first setup was a PS4 and a small TV, so he's kind of upgraded a lot here. He built the setup primarily for gaming. Awesome. And then he built the entire setup by himself. He was inspired by Gutsy, Tech Source, and Lima. I never heard of that person, but thank you. He plans to upgrade his graphics card. Okay, so he's a 13-year-old out of Germany. Okay, or 15-year-old, sorry. I really do like the vibe of the setup. The only thing I don't like is the monitor layout, but I guess monitor layouts are more personable. I think he did a great job with the lighting behind the pegboard. I think the pegboards could have been scooted a little bit closer, but yeah, I like how simple it is. Overall, like, the whole room itself is really clean. I would say this is probably a solid 7. It's really good around the basics, but I feel like there's a lot of things that are missing. So yeah. All right, this is Talon. Talon's setup is next. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. They are 9 years old, out of Texas. Okay, there's no way. There's absolutely zero way that this is a 9-year-old. There's no way this is a 9-year-old. No shot. I use my setup for content creation and gaming. Bro, there's no way this is a 9-year-old, bro. There's no way this is a 9-year-old. My main games are Fortnite and Valorant. Okay. I bought my setup using my Xmas money and yard work. Bro's parents own everything, bro. That's crazy. The mouse pad's dope. My old setup was a Nintendo Switch and an iPad. Okay, so he was an iPad kid. He started building a setup in August 2022, so last year. So he was 8 when he started building this. Holy shit, bro. I had the idea for 2 years and it took a month to build. Damn. 9 years old, bro. There's gotta be cap going on, right? There's gotta be cap going on. But if this kid is actually 9 years old, that is insane. There's gotta be cap going on. He's gotta be like 10 or like 11, but still, like, or this is like his dad's setup or something, right? Like, maybe this is his dad's setup and he submitted it as his, like, but we'll have to do it as the submission is, right? For a 9-year-old setup, I mean, this is pretty freaking insane. Like, you don't need anything else in your setup literally at all. This is awesome, man. Thank you so much for submitting. This is a crazy setup for 9 years old. Wow. All right, the next setup is Logan. He's 13 years old, from Kent, Washington. He mainly plays Valorant. Okay, I see you. Love the keycaps. He recently got a new mouse pad. We got one, boys. We got somebody that got a mouse pad. W. He plans on fixing his cable management. Okay, but I really do love the wallpapers, the vibe you've got going on. Keyboard and mouse combo is great as well. I'm not sure what keyboard this is, but it's really clean. Love the coiled cable as well. Also love, like, just love the shelf, the lighting, like the everything. It's just really good. I would probably say like an 8.5. So thank you so much for submitting. I really do appreciate it, Logan. Let's get on to the next setup here. The next one is Craig. Okay, we're getting somewhere a little bit. Okay, a 17-year-old student from Scotland. Okay, he mainly plays Rocket League, which is his main game, and he's been building the setup for over 6 years. Okay, cool. Love the PC. He's inspired by TechSource's setup wars. Okay, W. I can see it. The TechSource mousepad as well. My first setup was just in a TV and an Xbox. That's crazy. That's kind of what mine was too. He recently finished his new setup February 2023, and then I love how he did this left side too. He uses setup for gaming, content, and streaming. Love the Astro stand there. He's able to build it with money from birthdays, Xmas's, and his job. He built the entire setup with the help of his dad, which is cool. I love the cable management. Yeah, like, I love this room. This is beautiful. Not a cable in sight. I love how, you know, you've got the plants, the controllers on the side in a nice place. You got the symmetry with the plants on both sides. He plans on mounting the PC and getting a 3rd monitor. Okay, cool. Yeah, I would say it's probably a 9. The only reason I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10 is there's just not enough personality for me, but everything else is great. You know, I love it though. All right, and damn it, I didn't hit record. Yes. Okay, if you enjoyed that video, watch this one next, and don't forget to follow the Twitch down below. See you there.